So I'm here with Tyler from MayflowerElectronics.com, and we're going to talk about products that are not yours again.
Again, yep.
Yeah. And if you guys wonder what he makes headphones, DACs, got a whole bunch of stuff on his website, so you guys can check that out. This video, we're going to talk about something you really don't, carry on your website, speakers. But
right. This is educational purposes.
Yeah, you get to play with a lot of them, so it's nice to help out the audience.
Yep.
So this is the upper limit, 250 and above.
And way up.
Yeah, way up.
We've got a surprise at the end. Okay, so this is a speaker amp. This is a 150 watt, really powerful. Buy this, hook up some Wharfedale speakers to it, and you're a happy boy or girl. Pretty expensive, but again, this is a high-end video. These are the 10.1s. These are a little bit cheaper and a little bit smaller than the 10.2s. They come in all different veneers. There's rosewood, lighter wood, black. There's tons of colors. They sound fantastic. They look fantastic, and they're my favorite speakers.
I don't know if it's actually veneer. Mine is
Or not veneer,
it's actually wood.
Yeah, actually wood. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's wood. Yeah, we were so used to saying veneer.
Yeah, different shades of wood is what I meant to say. So those are the options for the if you want to do your own. Everything else beyond this, I believe, are powered. There's tons of different speakers in this price range. I can't go over all of them, so my recommendation, just flat, if you ask me on the street, I would say get some Wharfedales and get the good 150 watt.
Now, how's the power? I mean, how's the bass response on the Wharfedales? Do you still want to get a subwoofer on top of these eventually, or is it okay out of the box?
It's fine out of the box. If you want to add a subwoofer, great. It all depends on what you want to do.
6.5-inch drivers do produce pretty tight bass.
I'm not a huge bass head when it comes to speakers. I live in an apartment, so I can't crank it up too high anyway. Every situation is different.
And I think 6.5 inch, as long as this is a Kevlar bass driver, it might be pretty good for like metal and rock and roll because it'll give you a nice tight kick. Usually for metal, I recommend going with the best, like powered 8-inch, really strong sub that you can, because it'll give you a tight and fast bass. And you guys like tight and fast, don't you? Moving on here, we got the Swan stuff.
Back to Swan stuff. I love Swan speakers. Basically, if you want something really fast and easy, just whatever you can spend on speakers, go to this website and buy the appropriate Swan speaker you can afford. So these are the higher end models. These are all 2.0 setups. You can add a subwoofer. They have the H6 subwoofer, which we'll show shortly. If you want to add a subwoofer to these 2.0 setups, these are just fantastic, great, smooth 2.0 setups. They look fantastic again. And they sound good too. So
yeah, you can grab some of these, and then here's the subwoofer. This is expensive. This subwoofer, I mean, this is the no limit video, but this is a pricey subwoofer.
There's cheaper options, but if you want to hook up the Swan, you guys want to have a Swan setup. This subwoofer is fantastic. So
I mean, the thing about for subwoofer with me is like, it's hard to tell extreme quality differences once you get above a certain point.
Yeah,
because it's just bass. As long as it's tight and not like, you can tell when something's like just a really shitty floppy bass sound, but usually in the higher price ranges and better quality products, it's going to be a nominal difference. The main thing that's going to make the difference is your speaker,
right? Because that handles more frequencies. This just handles the low frequencies, the subwoofers. So for most people, just anything like this will be plenty for 99% of the population. If you have the money to spare and you want really good. A really good subwoofer with really tight, good bass. This is plenty.
We got some other subwoofer options as well.
Right.
Well, first off, let's go over the audio engine stuff here. The A5 Plus.
I don't watch TV, but I do have a setup I have a home theater setup, and this is just what I have. So I've got the A5 Pluses. The reason I picked them is they sound really good. It just the audio engine stuff really needs a subwoofer to sound great, and these things are really easy to add a subwoofer to.
Yeah.
So. What I do is I have a pair of these in my TV, 2 of these next to it, and I've got, in the next slide, I've got Velodyne. Now, they don't have, I can't show you the specific subwoofer I have because I don't make them anymore, but if you go to this website, you go to the specials, you go to Certified Refurbished, basically purchase a subwoofer from this company of what you can afford. They've got ones that are they're out of stock right now, I believe. It depends on when you watch this video. Around $100, and they go all the way up to a couple thousand, but the ones that are around the $200, $300 range, like the Impact series, they're very, very good. Especially the downward-facing ones, they sound fantastic. If you want something that's decent, a 2.1 setup, the Audio Engine A5 Pluses, grab a Velodyne subwoofer, and it'll be plenty for most people. So
now, I've got the Audio Engine A5 Plus, and I also have these, and they're $150 cheaper, and I like these better.
Right.
That's just me, though. I mean, Audio Engine may have, I don't know, smoother sound, but I think these sound really damn nice. So I'm totally fine with these for the lower cost. Not as sexy,
No.
maybe. I mean, I don't know. It depends on what kind of stuff you're into. They're very similar, but these have a slight bit of refinement, a slightly higher level. So
What also makes them good for my home theater setup is they actually have remote control, so I can be lazy from the couch. And these, I don't know if they come with.
no, these are reference monitors. These are studio monitors, and I mean, I tend to lean toward that for most of my speakers. They don't really color the audio as much, and I like that. But some people want a warmer sound or more of a hi-fi sound, or like if you're listening to rock, you want like a more of a V-shaped sound in your your frequency response range. But whatever, it's all going to be subjective. But my style usually goes towards more of the studio monitors.
We're giving you options. So
Yeah.
You choose what you think works best for you. So.
But these are more analytical, and I like that. So,
Right.
But I coupled them up with a subwoofer, and sounds pretty damn good to me. Back over here, another studio monitor that I can recommend. The Yamaha stuff is really good. There's a lot of companies out there. If we wanted to make a separate video on that, we could. But these are totally fine to use for just listening to music, but they're going to be a more analytical sound. The Yamahas are clean. I also like the sound of these. That you get better than the Audio Engine A5 Plus. But again, they're more reference. I think they do a really good job. I would not classify those as studio monitors or near fields even. I want to put those back a little bit.
Right.
Like I wouldn't put those on my desk. That's just me. I mean, they're better for like, I love them for when I'm just like hanging out in the room or doing something, walking around, working on a project. I've noticed they sound really good. There's like a sweet spot 5 or 6 feet back. All right. What on earth is this crap?
So this is.
You got a couple $100,000 on you?
Yeah, this is the $250 and above video.
God, those are fucking hideous.
So these are $300,000.
Look at this stuff. Does it come with the ballerina?
It does come with a girl.
Yeah, it
I
comes
called
with a-
them up and
guaranteed,
they do. If you do buy these, just ask for her. She'll come
That
with
they're
it.
smuggling people in the country. They put them in the box, and now you got to deal with that ugly thing, and she's gonna dance until you hate her. I mean, you like her at first, then you're like, could you please stop that? Never stops.
And you gotta take care of her, and she's just there all the time. And
Yeah. Another mouth to feed,
Yeah.
and you got to clean up after her. I don't know. What if they sound amazing though?
they better do that, and they better do the laundry for $300,000.
How about let's spend millions, shall we? Here,
So these are $1.2 million.
Magico.
And these actually do your laundry. I've researched.
Well, they've got enough. They better if they're going to take up that much space.
I mean, your laundry chute is right there on the top, so you just toss your laundry in there and it comes out clean.
Great.
So this, like I said, this is most people. I mean, I can afford these. I mean, I know you can.
Yeah, I mean, totally. Freaking YouTube Cash Money. We're like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, we're practically like, oh, actually, wait a minute. The IRS just bought a pair of these from after they dealt with us.
Yeah.
So the IRS has a nice pair of these, and they never even said thanks.
Bastards.
Yeah. Oh well. So yeah, if you guys are crazy, where's a side picture of these? They don't even have a side picture of these things. Here's where they make these things. Here's a man making them. Yeah. It's basically a factory tour you got for free.
Yep.
So yeah, if you've got a couple $1 million burning hole in your pocket and you want to do that, I'm telling you, we're in the wrong business. We need to be making stuff that costs us maybe, I don't know, $5-10 to make, and then we sell it for a couple million.
Yeah. Check our web store at Fairly Shoe.
Yeah, just keep refreshing the page any minute now. Be $1 million item on there, and someone will buy it. Yeah. Anyway, so say thanks to Tyler from Mayflower Electronics. Go hang out in the forums because that's where all the
Cool kids.
cool kids, yeah, or cool adults, people of coolness, people of the cool. All right, so we'll see you guys over there. And let us know what you guys think. If you guys have other options or whatever. Like I said, I didn't really get into studio monitors. We could probably do a totally separate video on that where we go and just listen to 1 million different studio monitors, but that would be very time consuming.
Yes.
Anyway, see you guys in the comments.